People of YouTube, people of outer space, it is Multiplier here to answer a question that I've been asked many, many times, and I will answer it more in detail, coherently, as a bit of a story right now. The question, what monitors are they? The answer, the short answer, Tannoy Reveal 601A, I think. Years and years ago, I bought some monitors, not these ones, some KRK Rocket 5s, which are just some standard ones. Most of you have probably heard of it if you're wondering about monitors, studio speakers. I bought some Rocket 5s because Skrillex used them and they were pretty popular and they had good reviews and such. But basically, yes, I bought some Rocket 5s and they went wrong. One of them started making a weird little noise. So I returned it to the shop. The shop said, "Nah, it's fine." And I said, "No, it's not fine. Makes a weird noise." So they said, okay, I'll fix it. What? Return the speakers to us and we will fix them. It wasn't KRK, it was just a little shop down the road. This wasn't a KRK repair specialist centre, it was a little DJ shop that sold a few bits of DJ bits and bobs, music production, buttony things and stuff. So just a little shop, just a man or two men probably, three maybe tops. Not a KRK repair site. And he said he'd fix it. Yeah, so I sent it back to him. He fixed it. And guess what? Still broken, obviously. So I basically blame that shop for the broken speakers. I do not blame KRK, by the way. Let me get that 100% clear. I blame the shop for selling faulty goods. And also following subsequent conversations, it turns out that when someone returns faulty goods to that store, they sell them back to somebody else as new. Didn't have that confirmed explicitly, but implicitly based on the conversation. Therefore, I do not blame KRK one bit. Let me get that very clear. I do not blame KRK for the words. For the faulty speaker, I blame the DJ shop. And so I was like, oh no, what a waste of a few months. By that stage, I wanted something different. So I went for a 6-inch tweeter, a 6-inch cone. Don't know if you call them tweeters or not. 6-inch bit in the middle. The KRK Rocket 5s were 5 inches, so the sort of diameter bit is 5 inches, whereas these are 6. Which is one bigger. And that genuinely makes a big difference going from 5-inch to 6-inch, and the price difference is small at most. So yes, definitely go for the 6-inch over the 5. You hear way more bass, or in fact enough bass for some use anyway. Doesn't replace headphones. Do see my video on headphones versus monitors for my full thoughts, feelings and emotions, coherent-ish sort of explanation of why I mix and master and do sound design on headphones, not monitors, but I do songwriting on monitors, and that's why I chose these. I chose the 6-inch over the 5-inch. I chose the 6-inch over the 5-inch, so as I'm doing the songwriting, I can still hear enough of the bass, sometimes anyway, to get the spirit of the track. On the 5-inch monitors, both Tannoys, which would be the 501As, probably something like that, and the Rocket 5s, on the 5-inch, you can't hear almost any bass at all. You can hear some of the bass if it's quite a high bass, but just none of that low end, which is a bit of a problem. So 6-inch, much better. More bass. How do these sound compared to, say, Rocket 6s? I've got a fair few friends with Rocket 6s. It's probably one of the most popular speakers, actually, the KRK Rockets, and I do recommend them. They're good. Big difference between Tannoys and the KRKs. Not really. Small difference, maybe. They look different. Sounds mad. Don't judge me here. Scientifically proven. It's going to sound like I'm joking now, isn't it? The looks of your speakers are important. You look at them all the time. And so they've got to look inspiring. They've got to look like, yeah, like you like it. So if you like the look of the KRKs with the kind of yellowy bits, that's great. I like them too. In fact, I do very much like the KRK yellowy bits. But I also like these Tannoys. They've got just nice outer bits, and I just like them. Many times in life, you've just got to pick the things you like, because the difference between, say, I don't know, Tannoys or the KRKs for the same price, same cone size, same sort of bit of the range, same everything. The difference between those speakers is arbitrary. So I mean, yes, the frequencies they kick out might be slightly different. They probably are, but you just learn how they sound. Like you just learn how these sound. They sound very different to other speakers. They sound different to headphones. They sound different to a laptop, different to a PA system. They just have a unique sound. And the idea is, hopefully, you can hear enough of the sound through the speakers to make good decisions. And you can both on these, the KRKs, and any other brand for the same amount of money. What was I saying? So, yes, it doesn't matter what speaker you choose, providing it's from a respected brand with a good warranty and all that sort of good stuff. Just make sure it's of a sufficiently good quality for what you're trying to achieve. If you prefer to do your mixing, sound design, all that sort of mastering stuff on monitors, if you prefer to do that on monitors, not headphones, then stuff like your room placement and how you set up your room and how you do the acoustic treatment and stuff, that makes a much times a million, much bigger difference than the difference between, say, the KRKs and the Tannoy monitors. And that's why my recommendation to people when choosing speakers is just kind of choose the ones you like, providing they're kind of respectable and good. You don't. There's a few weird ones in the world, a few weird, odd brands that do weird things. So don't do that. Just get a standard, respectable, one of the main options for monitors. Just choose one of those, and it'll be fine. You'll learn how they sound, and that is the most important thing. After all, also, it's important to make sure anything you buy has warranty. The story at the beginning should sort of not confirm. The story at the beginning should illustrate that for you. Make sure you have warranty when you buy speakers, and even if always do that. And in addition, buy it on credit card when you can afford it. Buy it on credit card because you get better protection from your consumer rights standpoint perspective. So let's say you buy something on credit card and then it just malfunctions. It misbehaves, it breaks, it makes a weird noise, and you can't get the warranty sorted or return it to the shop because they're just being a nightmare. What you can do is claim that money back from the credit card company. How cool is that? I mean, definitely don't do it fraudulently. I'm being very clear about this. Don't do it fraudulently. But let's say you buy a computer or some speakers on credit card and they misbehave, malfunction, just don't do what they supposed to do what they were supposed to do. You can claim it back through the credit card company. It takes a few months to do the paperwork, but you can. Don't buy it on credit card if you can't afford it. Buy it on credit card and pay that off. Very important, that. And there you have it. Answer complete. My name has been Multiplier, and I will catch you guys just had a realization. Speakers are called speakers because they speak to you. Brilliant. And sand, okay, this one I already knew. Sand is called sand because it's in between the sea and the land. Oh yeah, and the flippity flip, of course.